people don't just change. And actually, mark my word, people don't just change. Something have pushed them to change. I know we have this perception of assuming that people have changed because maybe, oh, these days they've got that great job, or these days they've got money or something, that way they have changed, or they don't want to associate with us. And I believe everyone changes in different scenarios. For example, you'd see when someone was single, they would be more active on social media or social gatherings, but once they get married, things get, they get not complex, but you have more things to focus on. You've got maybe even babies, you've got more relatives and friends to focus on. So, and it's only you, and the same energy, it's supposed to be distributed all over, so you kind of tend to cut all these ties. At the same time, people would change because they are experiencing some mental or emotional challenges. It happens to all of us in one way or another. The only difference that matters is to what extent did it affect you. Hi guys, and my name is Monica. Welcome to my channel. I know I haven't yet done an introduction video, but I'll be bringing one soon. And guys, in our today's video, I want us to focus on depression and social media. Depression and social media. I was having a look at something which was trending on social media. I don't want to share the details of this issue, because I'm pretty sure maybe the relatives or those people close to this person might watch this video, and I don't want to be the source of their pain. When people have lost a loved one, it's a very painful experience. And so according to this post, someone had just committed a suicide, a young person, and I decided to have a look down to check at the profile of this the deceased person. And having a look at this person, it seems for quite some time this person has been posting some posts which can be suggestive, like this person was being disturbed by something, or something, her mental health wasn't well, something wasn't going on well. And us having a look at the issue of suicide, I think it has happened so many times, and I'm pretty sure you know of someone who committed suicide, and after the person have committed suicide, please excuse that noise. Yeah, after the person have committed suicide, you come to realize that or you come to hear that this person have been struggling with ABCD, or this person experienced this and this. And having a look at this new era, we are at an era where it's we have social media, and especially the young people, and actually everyone, we are busy on the social media. And I want to say that social media is a scam. I believe you agree with me somehow, because on social media, no one who does post when they're experiencing difficult moments. Go on Instagram, for example, everyone, they just post when they're having a photo shoot or they're having this great moment, but no one who will post for us when they are crying. Very rare you'll get these scenarios. Yeah. And so sometimes I believe that sometimes we get pushed by what we see on social media. For example, you'd keep on checking on someone, and all you see, like, they have traveled, or they got this thing, or they bought a new house, and all those things. And maybe probably when you check at your life, maybe you are still jobless and things are tough, and maybe you keep on desiring, oh, I wish I was whoever and whoever. And sometimes, if you're not careful with the social media, you might end up getting depressed. I don't want to conclude what was the cause of this person committing suicide, but do you think that social media is pushing people to depression and suicide? And actually, where do you think, as a society, where are we failing, and what are we not doing? And are we consuming too much of social media, and we do forget about our real life? This is my thinking, apart even from social media. Of late, I know there have been a number of challenges, so many challenges, and I believe almost everyone is experiencing challenges in their own way. And so once it happens to you, please I'm not trying to be rude, but don't just think that it is only happening to you. It is happening to many of us. Don't look at me, for example, see how I'm already dressed up and I have my little makeup on and think that I have a perfect life, or because I'm smiling I have that perfect life. No, no. I've got still piles and piles of issues which are unsolved. I've got piles and piles of issues which are maybe in a dilemma or something. And this is the real truth. You might look at someone who is driving a nice car and has a beautiful home, and you're busy admiring their life, and you're looking at yourself staying in that single room, probably jobless, probably the single room that you have, you are unable to pay the rent, and you end up hating yourself. Do you know what? Probably this person is also facing a challenge that even despite having the material things, probably they don't even see the worth of those things. And I think, as I've said at the start, people don't just change. Something pushes them to change. And this is my advice to everyone. Every time that you notice your kid, your parents, or your friends have changed in some way, you need to be more close to these people, because depression can hit anyone. Don't just sit back and think, oh, so and so these days, oh, they don't communicate, or they don't do ABCD, and you assume it's because maybe their life is going well, or that's why they don't want to be associated with us, or something is cooking. Just make a call. Just not that you want to get some gossip or something, but just make a call as a good friend, as a good parent, as a good daughter or son, and let you know how is this person doing, how is everything running, and try to engage them, because probably they are going a hard time, and probably they are wondering, I'm facing this and this, but who do I talk to? I know you might also be facing your own issues, and we might stand somewhere and say, oh, me, I don't want stories, I don't want to be disturbed because I'm also handling my own shit. But let me tell you, everyone is handling his. And if we can't be, all of us are facing difficult times, right? And if you can't be our brothers and our sisters, then all of us, society is doomed. Let us be our brothers and sisters. Let us not be always about us. I know we are facing a lot of challenges, but let us also care about other people. Call them and get the need to know how are they doing and how is everything going on. Something else I noticed, you'll hear of situation where people who are depressed, they kind of try to avoid social life. They kind of they want to stay like indoors. Probably they will not even take care of their personal grooming, and they don't care, or someone will not comb their hair and they don't care. Someone might sit down and assume maybe this person is using some drugs or something, but probably this person is dealing with depression. And people can be depressed by so many things, but try to be close to this person. Let them open up, because opening up at least to bring some healing. And if the issue is too much, probably you can try to get help from maybe a therapist or something, because before the situation becomes worse. Because people get through depression, and by the time they get to suicide, the depression is way too much gone. Let us try to be close to our kids, our parents, and everyone. Let us know how are they doing, because shit happen every day. Things happen every day. Then I know there are these other kind of people whom we are affected. Let me say we are. Yes, we are affected by whatever we consume from the media, right? And you will know you are affected by this way. So if every time you go on social media, you go to TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and you end up getting some anxiety, depressed, or some anger, like you have the anxiety or something, like for example, you go to social media and after coming out you are like, oh, I want to buy this kind of a dress or this kind of a car next month, or why am I not having this? You start questioning yourself, why am I not having ABCD? This is how to tell you that social media is becoming toxic to you, because that has not been the question, why am I not having this? Because the question, it should be actually, how can I get this? And without any pressure, by you sitting down, strategizing everything, and taking the baby steps. It doesn't matter whether you plan getting a car in 5 years. You start the baby step from there, right? So if you're this kind of a person who goes on social media and you end up coming out depressed, angry, or with some anxiety, then social media is becoming toxic. And this is what I have to say. If I myself, once you follow me or you go to my social media platforms and you feel a kind of pressure, it is high time for you to unfollow me, unfollow that person. Why are you consuming toxic what content? Because yes, today you'll feel the anxiety, tomorrow you'll get depressed, your depression gonna go away too much, and eventually you're gonna have some bad news. Don't get yourself there. If you've got those friends who are toxic, wanakupea tu pressure, you need to get rid of them. Feed yourself with the right content. Follow those platforms that you feel that you are motivated, not pushed or facing some anxiety. We need to observe ourselves. I know this era, it's a digital era, and everyone, we are so busy in the social media, but what are we consuming? Because whatever we are consuming, within no time, it's gonna be put out here for the world to see. Then the other thing that I think I need to say is this: if you are facing a challenge, because we have seen so many situations where people post, they'll post things on social media, and you can clearly see that this person is facing a kind of challenge. And if you are facing a challenge, it's always good for you to seek help. And let me say this: don't wait for it to be too worse. There is always help everywhere. I don't know if you have at one time faced a relative or a close friend who have lost a person through suicide. Well, we cannot all feel the pain that they do feel, but you can try to see the pain those people are going through. It's too much. Don't let those people who are close to you get to that point. Don't let them be. The pain is unbearable. Let the problem be solved in advance. Because in this world, there's nothing that can never be solved. Probably it's something so worst, and probably we can never get justice for that. But the thing is, there is always a solution, a way to go forward. Always seek help. The help is everywhere. You've got friends. I believe you've got also some good, even if you are not trusting your friends or some close people. I believe you've got some good influencers out there. Try to speak to someone. Because once you speak to someone, a solution is coming to your way. But once you stay in a secluded place, you are not sharing, and these things are eating you up, you're gonna get destroyed. Then the other thing we need to know is the young generation. It's high time for us to understand that we need to love ourselves with the little and the much that we have. With the little and the much that we have. Slay with that your mtush dress. Put on some nice mtush clothes. Hakuna pressure in this world. You are not competing with anyone. And I don't know why we have this ideology that we have to compete with someone, or flani has this and this. I don't know where this ideology comes from. You're not competing with anyone. At the end of the day, you are competing with yourself. The goal of this life, or competition in your own life, is for you seeing yourself at a better place than you were yesterday. And probably, well, I know that sometimes yesterday you had a car and today you do not have. But the thing is, how are you going to make you better tomorrow? It is not going to come overnight. You need to sit down, strategize, and plan about it, and take the baby steps, and do not despise the humble beginnings, because they mean a lot. Hii pressure yote tunapata, mimi sijui inatoka wapi honestly, because it is pushing us too far. If you can ngara with your natural hair like this mine, no pressure at I need to buy a 50k or 100k wig. No pressure. I slept with it and I'm good to go. Love yourself and treat yourself well with the little you have. If you have like if you have like 50 bob, go there and eat motura. Come on, sumekula nyama. If you've got 200 in your pocket, go and buy like a quarter of a meat there, or 100 bob. Buy some meat, come at home and cook it. Si lazima uende nyama choma. Take those baby steps and appreciate yourself. Love yourself with the little and much that you have. If you do not have all this, kwa shamba kuna mahindi, go kata that mahindi, come and choma, have mahindi choma, and you're good to go. Love yourself with the little you have. Si tumbo imejaa, and after you eat, who knows whatever is in your stomach? Who knows? Unaona nimekula nini leo? You don't know. So let's learn to love ourselves with the little and the much that we have. If you are blessed with much, well and good, treat yourself with that. But let us not be pushed and having this kind of a pressure that we need to be certain place. Then another thing that we need to know as a society is that we can always set our goals and plan to achieve them. At a camera to take how many years, we can always plan to achieve them. And this is the thing, sometimes you will find that these people who are pushing us in the social media to be having this kind of a house, of this kind of a lifestyle, you can go down and look at their life, see where they started. Where did they start? They started somewhere where they didn't have anything. And this is the thing, if they have made it, you can also make it. And everything starts from here, and it starts from you. It's gonna start from you. Tengeneza mambo hapa. And once you have the right mindset, everything else, it's possible. There's nothing impossible in this world. And if it is impossible, well, it doesn't exist. Some of you will sit down and tell me, oh, their family have A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. Then go and look at their father. What did they have? Go and look at their grandfather. What did they have? It's a journey, and if we believe and have the right mindset, we can always achieve. Haven't you seen people who have moved from grass to grace? There are so many of them. You can also do it. Usijidharau kwa sababu today you are at this place and start pitying yourself and you're doing a lot of nothing. You're busy staying watching this kind of influencers. I'm not saying it's wrong to watch them. You're busy watching them in your bed, and after watching them, what do you feel? You feel emptiness. You feel you're not worthy. It's not helping you. And if such influences of people are making you feel that way, block them and follow them, and get the right people to follow. Or maybe sometimes you can have a break from the social media. It really helps you a lot. And then the other thing, there is no problem for you taking a break from social media. And if at all you can't take a break completely, then manage it. Manage the amount of time you stay on social media. Not from you. All you do when you wake up in the morning, you are on social media for 2 hours, for 3 hours, I don't know. Like the whole day you have like 5 hours with you staying on social media. You are not a social media influencer, or you work on social media platforms. What are you doing? And all you do is just feeding yourself with some toxic content. Just manage your time and know this is the time that I'm supposed to be on social media, and maybe you exclude some of these social media platforms. If I go to TikTok, this is where I feel this kind of emptiness and worthless, then have a break from those platforms and maybe say I'm going to take a break from this social media, or maybe I'm going to unfollow this influencer and I can get at this positive influencer, and then see how it goes. And not all the time, just have some little time with yourself to go on social media, and also try to interact with other people in the real life, because people say social media life is kind of fake, but ukienda kwa ground vitu ni different. It's so true, by the way. So try to socialize with people in the, I can call it maybe the traditional way, or the real life socializing manner. Go out with your friends. Then finally, guys, there's nothing wrong with you taking a break on social media. It really does a lot of help for your mental well-being, because I believe that in some way social media has really corrupted our minds. So guys, let me know in the comment section, what do you think. Do you think that social media has really influenced depression, and what do you think? What should we do about it? Guys, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share with someone whom it might help. Bye bye, and see you on the next one.